The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Let's go now.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to...
And he coughed it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to 60, back to 60.
They go play action with Hurts. Out to his left. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Back to 60.
Throwing is Hurts. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner that locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field. And that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Here we go, set!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Yeah, he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, well, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 24.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ready.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Ready. Hurt.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man?
Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Eagles the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back to throw again. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll look to throw here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Cowboy 80. Back to 60. Back to 60. Tiger, 19.
On 2nd and 9. Hurts.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Hurts. Smith catches left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... Let's go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes,
oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Finding space at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And he loses the football a 2nd time. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The first throw here for the backup, Taylor. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Taylor will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25 on 2nd down, Taylor. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Taylor. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Taylor will throw again. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Taylor. He's got this complete to Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson, 47 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Taylor. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for